Hey guys, welcome back sa ating YouTube podcast entitled Negosyo Lang Tayo. So now, we are back again for another episode of Negosyo Lang Tayo. Ayan. So, our episode for today is very interesting kasi we will revisit a business na na-discuss na natin years back at ito ang Uncle John's. Ayan. So, nagawa na natin ang episode ng Uncle John's years ago pero ang pangalan niya pa noon ay Ministop. Ayan. So, alam niya naman, I think everyone knows na Uncle John is the former Ministop and naging Uncle John siya kasi nagkaroon sila ng rebranding and Robinsons bought a large portion of Ministop and invested it for their expansion. Ayan. Kaya nirebrand nila ang Ministop to Uncle John's. And actually, no, kung maaalala nyo, nagkaroon pa ng parang name contest, no, on what will be the new name of Ministop. Actually, sumali ako dun. Unfortunately, hindi ako yung nanalo. Iba yung pangalan na sinend kong entry eh. Pero ang nanalo is of course, what we know now is Uncle John's. Okay. Kaya siya Uncle John's of course, the owner of Robinsons and Uncle John is it honors Mr. John Gokong Wei Jr., the founder of Robinsons Retail Holdings. Ayan, kaya Uncle John. Ayan. So for today, we will discuss kung magkano na ba yung franchise cost niya, magkano yung franchise fee, or ano ba yung mga expansion plans ni Uncle John. Ayan. So I'll also show comparison, no, yung franchise cost ni Uncle John versus ni Ministop. Ayan, side to side. Kung tumaas ba or bumaba, well, we will know later on. Okay? So, let's begin. Okay, so just a brief background, no, kay Uncle John. So Uncle John was originally named as Ministop in the Philippines for over 20 years na. So actually yung ginawa nilang rebranding is medyo mahirap kasi kilalang-kilala na sila as Ministop. And also kahit naman Uncle John's yung nakalagay sa signage nila, many customers still refer to them as Ministop kasi naman 20 years nga sila. So in 2022, it was rebranded after the Philippine partner bought out the Japanese company's remaining stake. Ayan. So, after that, tulad ng na-mention natin, 100% Filipino-owned na si Ministop slash Uncle John's. So, if you're wondering guys, no, kung nasaan na ba sa positioning ngayon si Uncle John's pagdating sa convenience store war, they are actually number 3 right now. But way back, siguro back in 2017, mga 2014, number 2 sila. Of course, number 1 si 7-Eleven, number 2 si Uncle John's. Makikita natin andun pa sila Lawson, sila Family Mart. Pero ngayon, in 2026, na number 1 convenience store in the Philippines is still 7-Eleven. Number 2 is Alphamart. Ayan, so Alphamart is under the SM Group. And number 3, si Uncle John's. Ayan, the total store of Uncle John's here in the Philippines is 400 plus stores. Marami na rin, no? Pero compared to 7-Eleven na meron na silang 4,000 stores, kay Alphamart na 1,600 stores, ibig sabihin marami pa ring available na franchise talaga kay Uncle John para makahabol sila sa mga competitor nila katulad ni 7-Eleven and Alphamart. So now, let's go to the franchise cost. Ayan. So the franchise cost kay Uncle John ranges from 4 million to 5 million pesos. Ayan. Actually, 4 million sobrang baba na nun, no? Compared sa average na franchise cost talaga ng isang convenience store. Pero it depends. It depends on the area size, no? Usually, ang area size naman ng mga convenience store is around 80 to 100 square meters. Malaki na yung 100. Kung nasa 100 plus yung store na tina-target mo, definitely you'll be on the higher range of that investment cost na 5 million plus. Okay? So, the franchise fee of Uncle John is estimated to be around 600,000 pesos. It's relatively cheaper kay 7-Eleven, no? Again, the Uncle John brand naman kasi is exclusively here in the Philippines only. Hindi katulad ni 7-Eleven na international kasi. That's why it's cheaper compared to 7-Eleven. Okay? So, ano-ano ba yung inclusion ng iyong 4 to 5 million pesos na investment cost? Ayan. Of course, it covers up your franchise fee. your store construction, your kitchen equipments, your refrigerators, yung shelf, yung mga furnitures mo sa loob ng store. Andiyan na rin yung POS system na sobrang mahal. The initial inventory would be around 800 to 900,000 pesos. Okay? Again, depende yan sa laki ng area mo. Okay? So, kasama na rin dyan yung signage and branding, permits and licenses, and opening working capital. Ayan. So, marami naman na siyang inclusion. Definitely, yung 5 million pesos mo, enough na yun for you to get started. At kailangan lang natin i-take note dito, guys, is hindi pa kasama yung rent. Of course, the rent sa'yo talaga yon. Outside talaga siya dun sa total investment ko. So, yung rent, yung advance rent, security deposit, ayan, sa'yo yan. Outside yan doon sa 5 million pesos. Okay? So usually, well, depende naman kasi kapag may mga uncle dyan kasi sa mga commercial buildings, may mga uncle dyan na standalone, may mga uncle dyan sa mall na natin makikita. So the rent varies, no? It depends on where will you put your Uncle John's franchise. Ayan. So, pag-usapan naman natin ngayon ang staffing. So, yung staffing naman sa isang regular na convenience store, you will need to have around 7 to 8 uh, 7 to 8 staff, no, including the manager. So yung bawat ano naman kasi, yung bawat uh, portion or yung bawat shift ng isang convenience store, iba-iba kasi yung daloy na tao. Na for example, nasa residential area ka, umaga for sure marami yan kasi bibili ng mga almusal, bibili ng mga pambaon, lunchtime, not so much kasi usually nasa trabaho sila, nasa school yung mga bata. Pero yung nighttime, yung dinner time, ayan, sobrang daming tao niyan kasi bibili na sila ng mga pang-ulam, bibili na for kung Friday night, weekend, bibili sila ng mga alak, pang mga celebration, ganyan. So, it depends kung nasa ano ka naman, commercial area ka, nasa mga working offices ka. So, for sure, lunchtime heavy yan, nighttime di masyado. Pero kung nasa mga commercial ka, pero maraming mga call center sa paligid mo, for sure, 24 hours talaga marami ang customer. So, the staffing really depends on where your store is located. Okay, so now, pag-usapan naman natin ang contract. So the minimum contract for Uncle John is 5 years. Okay, so there's an option to renew. Okay, the ROI naman, ang typical, average at estimated, I couldn't emphasize this enough kasi syempre, pag nagsabi kasi ng ROI isang company, in-expect talaga namang franchisee na yun talaga siya. Pero again, guys, ROI is estimate only, no? So, hindi siya nangyayari, maraming factors na kailangan i-consider, walk-ins, yung dami ng tao, yung profit, no? So, pero ang estimate walk-in ng isang Uncle John is nagre-range siya from 3 to 5 years on good locations. Again, take note, good location. So, ano-ano ba ang mga good location na nire-refer ni Uncle John? So, andyan ang mga BPO office. Again, convenience store talaga, very, very hit yan sa mga BPO offices. Kapag lunch break nila, coffee break nila, automatic yan diretso kasi wala na silang pagbibilhan, ikaw na lang talaga. Okay? So, sa schools and universities, well, I really can't say, all maganda din naman siya, pero I really can't say na all year long maganda maglagay ng Uncle John or convenience store sa mga school and universities kasi may mga sem break sila eh. Well, kapag pasukan, for sure, talagang loaded yan. Pero kapag mga sem break na, mga summer vacation na, doon na medyo magdidip yung sales mo. And mga transport terminals. I think this is the number 2 area na pwede mo talagang paglagyan ng mga transport terminals kasi sa'yo talaga sila tatambay, bibili ng tubig, bibili ng pambaon. Yan. So, number 1, I would say BPO. Number 2 is transport. Number 3 lang yung mga schools and universities. Okay? Ayan. So, now, I want to show you or flash a comparison between the total cost of Uncle John versus 7-Eleven. Ayan. So actually parehong-pareho sila, no. They're mas lamang lang ng konti, mas mahal lang ng konti si 7-Eleven kasi medyo tumataas talaga yung price ni 7-Eleven today compared to Uncle John. No? And also, given the fact that 7-Eleven is an international brand compared to Uncle John. Okay? So, ayan. So, basically, mas mahal lang si 7-Eleven ng mga around 300 to 500,000 pesos. But again, pwede naman mag-vary ito depending on the size pa rin. So now, I want to show you yung so ayan, ito na yung isa sa mga inaantay natin, the comparison of mini stop versus Uncle John franchise cost. Ayan, so kinompare natin yung 2015 versus 2026 franchise cost ng mini stop versus Uncle John. Ayan, so back in 2015, no, ang franchise fee ni mini stop is 600,000 pesos as well, same today ni Uncle John, so wala namang pinagbago. Pero yung total investment ni Ministop way back in 2015 was only around 3 to 4 million pesos. Ngayon kasi kay Uncle John, it ranges from 4 million to 5 million pesos. Well, I would say na very reasonable naman yung increase na ginawa ni Uncle John kasi yung franchise fee is ganun pa rin, 600,000 pesos. Basically, ang tumaas lang talaga is yung merchandise, construction cost, POS, and other store-related cost. So, ibig sabihin, inflation pa rin ang may gawa ng pagtaas ng mga cost ni Uncle John, hindi si Uncle John mismo, hindi si Ministop mismo. Kasi ibig sabihin, kasi na-maintain lang nila yung 600,000 na franchise cost eh. Kasi kung nagtataas talaga sila, itataas nila yung franchise cost itself. Pero na-maintain nila yon, ang tinaasan lang talaga nila yung mga construction and other store-related investment. Kasi nga, tumataas din yun. Tumataas na, of course, yung mga ref, yung mga freezer, yung sa POS, of course, construction cost, of course, tumataas din yan. So, yun yung tinaas lang din nila. Pero basically, kung i-compare natin, wala talagang masyadong pinagbago yung pagfa-franchise ng Uncle John's. Tumaas lang siya again because of the inflation at pagtaas ng mga prices as well. Ayan. Now, let's proceed on our verdict. Ayan. So, ang ibibigay natin kay Uncle John is 4 out of 5 stars. Ayan. So, bakit 4 out of 5 stars? Okay. Number one, of course, is we really appreciate na hindi ganon tinaas ni Uncle John's yung price niya despite the fact that, of course, Robinsons na siya, under na siya ng Robinsons. Basically, mas funded na siya. And kung titignan nyo naman guys, no, mas gumanda talaga yung mga stores ni Uncle John's compared noon. Way back in 2015, 17, ganyan, medyo malayo talaga yung itsura ng store ni Uncle John or ni Ministop kay 7-Eleven, no? Ang medyo malayo talaga. Pero ngayon, kung titignan mo, sobrang ganda na ng mga stores ni Uncle John, mas maayos na, mas well-maintained, mas malinis, no? So, sumasabay na talaga sila. And given the fact na gumanda yung store nila pero hindi ganun tumaas yung franchise cost nila. Pumantay pa rin sila kay 7-Eleven. Number two, syempre, yung product offering nila. So, actually, sila yung nag-start eh. Sila yung nag-start ng mga chicken. Sa kanila naman sikat talaga yun. Una pa lang, sila yung nag-start ng may mga fried siomai, may mga, may mga rice meals sila, no? So, si Uncle John's naman talaga yung nag-start nun at sila yung nag-pioneer nun sa convenience store, no? So, humabol lang talaga si 7-Eleven pagdating doon. Pero basically, in terms sa chicken pa rin, yung kay Ministop or Uncle John's pa rin talaga yung number one, no? And on the third naman is, of course, since Uncle John is only 400 plus branches today, it only means that marami pang potential. Marami pang potential tayong nakikita na makapag-expand talaga at makapag-franchise, no? So, ang hirap din kasi talaga sa pagfa-franchise ng isang convenience store is the competition, no? Pero ang pinakamasakit na competition kasi na pwede mong madatnan or ma-experience is, for example, nag-franchise ka ng 7-Eleven, ang kalaban mo lang din is another pang 7-Eleven. And it's happening today. It's happening right now, no? Kung pupunta ka sa mga Manila area, meron kang makikitang isang 7-Eleven at maybe 1 or 2 blocks away, meron na naman isa pang 7-Eleven, no? So, ang masakit pa diyan, yung isang 7-Eleven na present, corporate owned, no? So mas lugi talaga yung franchisee kasi syempre mas maraming binabayaran ang franchisee compared sa corporate owned na mga 7-Eleven. Pero compared kay Ministop naman, wala naman silang masyadong ganun, no? So kung may makikita tayong Ministop, sa isang location, ang next na mini stop is medyo malayo pa talaga, no? Kung may makikita kang competitor ni mini stop, basically it's 7-Eleven, Lawson or Alpha Mart, no? Pero sa Metro Manila wala masyadong Alpha Mart eh, sa mga provincial lang. So, ayun, yun ang advantage din na nakikita natin kay Uncle John. Hindi talaga sila kakainan, hindi talaga sila nagkakaroon ng competition between yung mga corporate owned na mga convenience store, na mga branches, no? So yun yung advantage ni Uncle John. That's why bibigyan natin siya ng 4 out of 5 stars. And also we also need to give credit talaga sa Robinsons Group kasi sobrang naging iconic na agad yung Uncle John's na store, no? So, from Ministop na sobrang kilala, sobrang iconic na 20 years kilala ng mga tao, talagang na-convert agad nila to Uncle John's halos lahat ng store nila in a span of 2 years, 2 to 3 years, no? So, ang bilis ng transition at ang bilis din ng expansion at improvement ng mga bawat store. So, ayun guys, 4 out of 5 sa Uncle John's franchise, no? I mean, it's no 7-Eleven store na international and everything, pero sa Philippine market naman, sobrang kilala ang Uncle John's at Ministop, no? So, ayun. So, we give them 4 out of 5. But again, at the end of the day, it's your choice, it's your decision kung anong approach yung iti-take nyo at kung anong franchise yung mas prefer nyo, kung 7-Eleven ba, kung Alpha Mart, I mean, sorry, hindi pala open for franchise ang Alpha Mart, kung Uncle John's ba. Okay, so, ayun guys, thank you for listening. Sana meron kayong natutunan sa podcast natin ngayon at sana nakatulong ako sa mga uh, nagbabalak mag-franchise ng Uncle John's or ng other convenience store dyan. Again, yung pagpa-franchise, kung ano yung convenience store na ipa-franchise nyo, really depends on your taste and on the brand na pinaniniwalaan nyo at pinagkakatiwalaan nyo. Okay? So, ayun lang guys. Thank you for listening. I hope na nakatulong ako sa decision nyo at nakapagbigay ako ng information na magiging beneficial sa inyo. Okay? Thank you for listening, guys. See you on our next episode. Peace.